Did something happen?
Just, you'll understand when you get there, all right?
Was ist es diesmal?
Now come on. The crew quarters.
Oh.
Das kann nicht gut sein.
Wir sind schon zweimal nach so einer Unterbrechung in die Crew Quarters gegangen, nur um, naja, eine Alice zu finden, die so ein bisschen tot ist. Oh je. Ich glaube, die einzige Frage ist eigentlich nur, ob Luna diesmal wieder tot daneben liegt. Oh nein, oh nein, oh nein. Oh. Schon wieder. Und wieder beide.
2 zum Preis von...
No. What in the world?
Ja, das wissen wir. There was a roaring in my ears. Breathing? Heartbeat? My footsteps sounded muffled, as if I was hearing them through layers of cotton. I pressed a shaking hand to Alice's neck. Her skin was still warm, but the only pulse I felt was my own. Luna was the same. They're dead, both of them. By then everyone had arrived, cramming themselves into the small cabin. Nobody spoke. Silence filled the room, flowing into my ears and throat like cold brackish water.
Das ist so interessant, weil für den Charakter ist das ja jetzt noch völlig neu, dass jemand tot ist und wir sind inzwischen schon
Wir sind
Alice ist mal wieder tot.
Alice ist mal wieder tot, ey, die kann sich auch nichts Neues einfallen lassen. Und die arme Sau hier erlebt das jedes Mal wieder aufs Neue. A chill shuddered its way through my body. I stood there frozen, staring at them. I had seen a corpse before, when we had discovered the old woman, but this was different. The old woman had always been dead, at least to me, but Alice and Luna I had known. They had been living, breathing people less than an hour ago. Reality settled around my shoulders like a thick lead blanket and my chest felt suddenly hollow. Ja, ich meine, wir haben gerade noch mit Alice den Raum durchsucht. Mann. Who found them? My throat felt dry as I spoke. It was a full minute before someone answered.
Clover, I think. When Kay and I ran over, she was just kind of standing there next to the bodies. It was pretty clear they were both dead.
I think Clover killed them.
Me? Kill them?
You got into a fight with Alice after the AB game,
Mit dem
didn't you?
Grinsen.
Ja, das sieht so komisch aus in dem
It
Spiel.
looked like you two knew each other before you ended up here. So maybe you were trying to get her killed. None of us had any connection to her, which means you're the most likely to have a motive for murder. It's easy to see why she would have killed Luna, too. She probably caught you offing Alice, so you did her in, too, so she wouldn't rat you out.
Stop it, Dio.
And the AB game is a motive, too.
What do you mean?
Once someone's dead, they can't vote anymore. That means they'll automatically ally. If your opponent's guaranteed to ally, then that's an easy 3 points.
Who was Luna's opponent?
Me and Dio.
Then that would mean Dio had a motive as well.
Yep, Alice saw him killing Luna, so he had to shut her up.
Why the hell would I do something like that?
Pay attention next time. You do it to get an advantage in the next round of the AB game.
What kind of cold-hearted bastard kills a lady for a few points?
I'm more interested in Alice's condition than in her killer's motives.
I am as well.
What do you mean by her condition?
Her clothes are barely disturbed.
If it weren't for the knife and, blood, she would look as if she was sleeping.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, maybe she was just killed while she was sleeping.
If she wanted to take a nap, why sit on the floor when there's a bed nearby?
That is a little strange. But a better question is, would she really be sleeping right now anyway? Hardly seems like a time for a nap.
She was probably put to sleep then.
What?
Oh,
How?
come on. How did Zero Senior knock all of us out?
Oh, yeah, that white gas.
So you're suggesting that Zero Senior knocked them out with the white gas, then killed them both?
Yeah. However it happened, one of the people in this room did it. Well, maybe not one of the people in this room. I forgot about somebody, didn't I?
Are you talking about Quark?
He disappears and then suddenly there's a murder? I don't know about you, but that seems pretty suspicious to me.
Ah, that's crazy. Quark couldn't have done this.
All right, then why'd he disappear?
There must have been some kind of accident.
Then I might have it backwards. If he wasn't the murderer, maybe he was one of the murdered. Well, that would explain his sudden disappearance, right?
You son of a bitch.
Dio, knock it off. That's going too far.
Whoa, calm down there, big guy. Don't tell me it never crossed your mind. I just said what you were all thinking.
Oh shit.
10 minutes remain. until
Stimmt.
aRdW's game polling
Weil Motherfucking
closes.
Dio ja unbedingt die blöde Tür schon aufmachen musste.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Die Synchronsprecher von
Results will
Announcer,
be displayed
hallo,
in
ist übrigens
All right,
dieselbe wie vom
time to
Hasen.
head for the AB rooms, guys.
Finde ich immer noch krass. Come on, we've got more important things to worry
Oh,
about.
so you're gonna... That's some good luck for you, Clover.
You're gonna abstain, hat er gefragt.
Sigma was... Sadly, it looks like
Man.
she won't be able to vote during this round.
Sigma was paired with Alice.
If Sigma abstains, then you'll have no one voting against you.
Ich glaube, Clover ist gerade ein bisschen mit anderen Gedanken beschäftigt.
Hey, come on, cheer up. This is your chance to escape.
Escape?
That's right. Right now, your BP's at 6. Sigma's saying he won't vote, so if you choose Betray...
Clover would get 3 points, bringing her to 9.
Whoa, hold on there. I didn't say anything about not voting.
Oh, so you are going to vote? Well, you are, right? How exciting. Sigma should have 6 BP, just like Clover. That means this next round is a one-on-one fight. If one of them can trick the other one, they'll have enough BP to get out of here. Can't wait to see who wins. Oh, this is definitely getting interesting.
Right. We should get to the Floor A warehouse, guys. Come on.
Das heißt, wir müssen jetzt gegen Clover spielen. Dann könnt ihr euch im Chat ja schon mal überlegen, was wir machen. Hey Clover, can you choose ally? We'll be stuck at 6 points if we both choose betray. But if we both cooperate, we'll get 2 points and then we'll have 8. That means it'll be pretty easy for us to get 9 in the next round. Clover?
Yeah?
I said I want you to choose ally.
Okay. You'll choose ally too, right?
Of course. She gave me a strange sort of absent nod and turned to shuffle into the closest AB room. I wasn't sure if she'd actually understood me, but given the effect that Alice's death was having on her, I didn't think there was much else I could have done. I was preparing to enter an AB room of my own when I heard Phi's voice at my elbow and turned.
Sigma, we need to talk.
Oh, hey Phi. Something up?
How are you planning to vote?
I was just talking to Clover about that. We're planning to both vote ally.
Yeah, I thought so. Listen
Huh?
to me, Sigma. Because Luna's not voting in this round. Her vote will default to ally. Her opponent is Dio and me. That means we're pretty much guaranteed to have 9 BP by the end of this round.
You and Dio are going to choose betray?
Luna's only got 1 BP left, but she's not wearing her bracelet anymore. You saw that, right? That means it won't do anything if her BP goes negative. Well, it's not like it can make her any deader anyway. You have to betray Clover. If you can get to 9 BP, then I'll take you with us.
Wait, you mean you're planning to escape?
Of course. If you don't come with us, you're gonna be stuck here for the rest of your life.
Why? If you just wait until everyone's got 9 BP.
I can't do that. You really think Dio's gonna stick around once he's got enough points to split?
Das ist ein Punkt.
You gotta make a choice here. The number 9 door's only gonna open once. If you pick ally and Clover does too, then you only have 8 points. I promise you Dio's gonna make a break for it as soon as he can. If you want to have any chance of getting out, you need those 3 points. Now.
So if I want to get out, I have to betray Clover.
Right.
Why are you telling me this? How do I know you didn't just tell Clover the same thing?
Talk to Clover? I'd have about as much luck talking to a potato right now. The truth is, I want you to come with me.
Why?
I just know that you're important, somehow.
You just know, huh? Ah. Did you tell Kay? He's got 6 points right now too, you know.
No, I haven't talked to him. He's playing against Tenmyoji. Tenmyoji's only got 1 point left.
So if he chooses ally, he's going to get penalized.
Exactly.
1 minute remains until...
It's almost time. Remember what I said. You have to choose betray.
Und was sagt der Chat? She looked me in the eye until I nodded, then turned and jogged to her door. Eine Stimme für Betray. Noch eine. Okay, full Betray. Is Clover really going to choose Ally? If she does, then all I have to do is choose Betray and I'm out of here. I promised I'd choose Ally, so that's what I'm going to do. But Dio is almost certainly going to have 9 BP after this round. If he gets out, I'm going to be stuck here forever.
10 seconds remain. On 9, 8,
Oh god.
7,
Damn it, what the hell am I supposed to do?
3, 2, 1. Round 2 of the aRdW game results will be displayed. Thank you, aRdW.
Sorry, Clover. Wobei es mir bei ihr nicht so sehr leid tut wie bei Luna. The door ground open and I stepped out. All around me other AB rooms were disgorging their occupants.
Wait! Dio!
Fi's voice echoed hollowly across the room. I followed her eyes to the number 9 door. And to Dio. Rennt schon hin. Dio. No. I shook my head. I had to get to that door.
What are you doing, Dio?
No, he's going to try and open it.
Damn right I am.
But the results!
Like I need to wait for that.
Dio's BP was at 6. His opponent was Luna. And she is... well, she is as she is.
Schön gesagt.
Her vote would have defaulted to Ally.
All he had to do was pick Betray.
And he'd have 9 points, right?
Excellent answer. I hope you remember to show your work.
But Fi was Dio's partner.
And her BP was the same as Dio's. That means she has 9 now as well.
Exactly. It was 9 the moment we stepped out of the AB room.
Why? Why didn't you stop Dio from choosing Betray?
You got the wrong idea, old man. This wasn't just my decision. We both decided to vote this way.
Is that true?
Yeah, I didn't have a choice.
You didn't? Because of you, Luna's BP is -1.
Yeah, well,
Who cares?
that's gonna matter so much.
So, what, she's gonna die again? Zero can pump all the poison he wants into her. It's not
Die
gonna
trägt
make
ja
a
nicht mal mehr
difference
das
now.
Armband.
Besides, her bracelet's already fallen off.
You...
Then why did you try and stop Dio, Fi? I believe I heard you cry out, wait, as he headed toward the number 9 door.
Are you planning to wait for the rest of us? Did you just want to get your BP up to 9 to reduce your own risk?
Sorry, but no. The only reason I stopped Dio is because I needed to know what someone else voted.
Someone else?
But that would be...
Me.
Results from round 2
Oder
of
us.
the aRdW, please.
Gut, das ist ja jetzt klar. Die haben... Oh, die haben beide Ally gewählt. Yes! Guckt mal. Da steht eine 9. Oh mein Gott.
Points have been assigned.
Dass die
or
beide Ally
subtracted
gewählt haben, überraschend.
accordingly.
Mich jetzt
Ich hätte
allerdings
gedacht,
auch.
dass die beide Betray
Das hätte ich auch gedacht.
Please check your bracelet to see.
Oh mein Gott.
so viele Neun.
That... no. You betrayed me, Sigma. Why?
What other choice did I have?
To keep your promise, you jerk! You liar! You're a coward! You don't care about anybody but yourself! All you wanted was to get out of here! You're horrible! I hate you!
Wait a minute. Just listen to me for a second. Whatever I did, Dio and Fi were going to get 9 BP. The door would have been opened whether I had 9 points or not.
So? All that means is that you picked Betray because you didn't want to get left behind!
No, that's not it. How could we know if they would go get help once they escaped? I can't trust Fi, but Dio is different. I didn't know what Dio might do to Fi after they went through the door. What if he turned out to be Zero Senior? So I figured that if they were going to escape anyway, I should go with them and make sure they...
Is that it? Is that your excuse? Liar! Liar! You're just like Dio! You're a coward!
Well,
Whatever. Just fine. I was stupid to trust you.
Clover,
Es macht für sie doch überhaupt keinen Unterschied in der Situation, oder?
Ja, aber
Weil
sie
was
ist
will
natürlich angepisst, dass sie einem so vertraut hat.
Ja gut, aber wenn wir jetzt beide Ella gewählt hätten, dann wäre es für sie auch nicht besser.
I heard a clang and turned.
Heißt das, wir kommen wirklich hier raus?
Gut, dann machen wir heute mal früher Schluss.
Ja,
ne?
würde ich auch sagen. Das ist ein guter Moment.
Sorry.
Ich glaube, dann würden wir beide Bomben kriegen.
I went ahead and opened it. Gonna have plenty of time to watch soaps on the outside, so I didn't feel like I needed to stick around to see how this little drama played out.
Dio!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, shall we?
We shall.
Why so serious? This really isn't the time for hesitation. You both crossed a line you weren't supposed to cross. You betrayed your friends. Am I right? I'm right. But you didn't have a choice, did you? You had to survive. Isn't that the way an animal thinks, though? Don't get me wrong. I see the logic, but it's kind of animal logic. Still, you made your bed. Now you gotta lie in it. If you're gonna be an animal, be an animal. Own it. The losers, the weak, throw them away. That's how nature works, my friends. That's life at its most pure. You get me? Now come on, hurry up and...
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open.
Well, stay if you want. No skin off my back. Anyway, I'm out. Peace!
Wait! God damn it, Dio!
Tenmyoji leapt forward. Dio faked left, then dashed right, slipping around Tenmyoji and through the door.
3, 2, 1, 0. The
Gehen wir jetzt auch
number
mal?
9 door.
Hallo? Hallo?
Let's go, Sigma!
But
Shut up! Just do it!
I looked at her, slightly confused. But before I could respond, her hand closed around my arm like a vice? Vice? And she hauled me bodily through the open door. Ich weiß was, aber ich weiß nicht, wie man das ausspricht. Wir sehen die andere Seite der Nummer 9 Tür. Ist denn das die Möglichkeit? Da hätte bestimmt keiner mit gerechnet heute.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation.
Sigma! Phi! Dio! Open up! Open this goddamn door!
Das klingt auf einmal wie Ace. Tenmyoshi's voice. Voiced? Ich glaube, da sollte das D nicht stehen. Tenmyoshi's voice was muffled by the thick steel, but I could still hear his desperation and anger. I tried to ignore it.
Incinerator Star.
Nein, nicht das schon wieder. Ich glaube, hier gibt's keinen Incinerator. Oder doch? Cooler Beat. Oh, Beat ist vorbei. Geht es extra langsam auf. Ganz gespannt ist.
Sei froh, dass ich überhaupt aufgehe.
Alrighty then. Here we are.
Is that a hallway?
Only one way to find out.
Just as Phi had guessed, on the other side of the door was a wide hallway. Unfortunately, it seemed to stop in a dead end. Not Game Part 2. No. It took only a second to find a familiar-looking door on the left side of the hallway. We opened it and stepped inside. Oh. Huh? Huh? Oh.
This must be the prep room.
I think I searched this place with Dio and Luna.
Well, this is probably just another one that looks like it. I mean, you really think you would have been able to get to something on the other side with the number 9 door?
Hold up. You know about the one on floor B too?
Yeah. I visited it with Tenmyoji when we were looking for Quark.
Huh.
So you know that the pressure in here is a lot higher than the pressure outside?
What?
Oh, you didn't.
What are you talking about?
Didn't I just say what I'm talking about? The air inside this facility is kept at a higher pressure than the air outside. Apparently, they're doing it to keep the virus from getting in. If you're leaving, you have to lower the pressure until it matches what's outside. This room is where you prepare for all of that. See those suits over on the wall? They keep you from getting infected once you're outside. You have to put one on before you can go into the pressure exchange chamber downstairs.
How do you know all that?
Luna told me.
Really? Wait, why did Luna know all that?
Apparently, it was all in a manual she found in a room we searched.
Außerdem war das, glaube ich, auch in dem Rätselraum so. Whoa, wait, go back. You said there's some kind of mysterious virus out there?
Well, I wouldn't say it's mysterious. I think it's that Radical 6 thing Alice was talking about. Don't quote me on that, though.
That sounds bad.
Well, we've come this far. We can't turn back now. Let's get those suits on and head outside.
No argument here. Let's do it.
We climbed into the protective suits in silence, then headed down to the pressure exchange chamber. Ich frage mich, wie viele Leute heute den Stream angemacht haben und damit gerechnet haben, dass wir mit Dio durch die Nummer 9 Tür gehen. With a quiet hum, the process began. I could hear the soft hiss of air leaving even through my helmet. There was nothing to do until it finished, but wait. Then out of nowhere, Dio spoke up.
I never thought I'd succeed so easily.
Huh? It took me a moment to realize his voice was coming from the speaker in my helmet. Apparently, the radio was designed to activate automatically. You mean getting out of here?
Ah, you're thinking too small. I guess I can tell you who I really am.
What?
You see, the thing is, I'm a hero. I was sent here from far away to save mankind. What? Too surprised to speak?
Dio, I think maybe you should calm down a bit.
We're all excited to be getting out of here, but...
Oh, never mind. You're clearly too small-minded to understand.
We were still going back and forth when the quiet hiss of air escaping slowed and stopped. A door at the end of the room slowly ground open. So slowly war das jetzt nicht. We walked through to find ourselves in a nearly identical room. After 2 more decompressions, the last door finally opened. Oh, die Wüste. I stepped outside and gasped. A dark landscape like none I'd ever seen lay spread out before me. With creepy as shit music, I couldn't help but stare. What the hell?
Looks like a desert.
I can see that. The question is, which desert?
I don't know. I can tell you what day it is, though.
Huh?
Look, the moon's red. See? This must be a total lunar eclipse.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that in the lounge.
During a total lunar eclipse, the moon is entirely covered by the Earth's shadow. That doesn't mean the moon just disappears or turns black, though. It actually reflects light that's passed through the Earth's atmosphere, but this makes it appear to be red. Essentially what's happening is that the moon is reflecting the sunset.
Die Musik.
Do you remember when the next total lunar eclipse was going to happen?
Yeah, December 31st this year, so New Year's Eve. That's what the magazine said, at least.
Well, there you go.
So today is December 31st? Wait, shit, if I got grabbed Christmas morning, then that means I've been here 6 days?
Looks like it. We should get to the nearest town.
Okay, and where would that be?
There has to be one around somewhere. Even deserts have some towns, whether they're in the Mojave, Sahara, or Gobi. That's not what I'm worried about, though.
Gehen mit der Musik.
Yeah. What are you worried about?
Forget it. Doesn't matter right now.
Oh, come on. Tell me. I'm curious now. Impossible as it might seem, I could have sworn I heard a frown.
I'm worried about whether or not there are any survivors. If Alice was right about the virus.
Are you saying humankind might be extinct? What the hell? No way, that's impossible. A whole species can't just die out in 6 days.
I hope it's not the case, of course, but there's the possibility. Whatever. We should get moving. There are still 4 people stuck in there, including Quark. We need to find help and come back for them.
Okay. I turned to take a step. There was a rough crackle over the radio and the sound of someone falling. Die Zeit war falsch auf dem Cover. Was? Okay. There was a rough crackle over the radio and the sound of someone falling. I turned back around to see Phi on the ground. Hey, are you alright? What happened? I ran over and helped lift her back up. She fumbled for a second, then clambered to her feet.
Where are we?
Her voice was low and rough. Huh?
I see. This timeline.
Timeline? She didn't respond. I was about to begin a more irate line of questioning when she suddenly grabbed me by the shoulders.
Hey, where's Dio?
Dio? Oh yeah, I haven't seen him since we got out. I'm sure he was with us when we left.
Shit, we need to split up and find him.
Why?
Because he needs to tell me something. Why are you asking me this?
What?
Don't tell me you forgot. Wait, maybe not. He must not have made this jump.
She wasn't making any sense.
Damn it. Look, forget about that. Just find Dio. I'm going over to that hill. So you take the other direction.
Okay. But she'd already taken off without waiting for my answer. I watched her for a few moments, confused, before turning and heading off to look for Dio myself. Confused doesn't even begin to describe it. Ich glaube, der Chat sieht das ähnlich. Damn, don't see him anywhere. Where the hell did that guy go? I was looking around, trying to decide where to go next when I heard them. The signal must have degraded, but I could still make out a few words.
What the hell are you doing? Answer me, Dio.
The voices were cutting in and out, but I had heard that last word clear as day. Dio. Sounded like Phi had found him. I spun around and took off in her direction.
Is that a transmitter?
Transmitter?
See. Phone home, huh? Bet free souls anxious from you.
How do you know?
I know everything about you. Know you're the Myrmidons.
The transmission was getting clearer. I had to be getting closer.
Never mind that. I need to ask you something. What's the password for the number 0?
The hell are you, man?
I'm no man.
How the hell can you crack jokes right now?
You haven't given me my answer. What's the deactivation code? Hey, what are you... Stop!
Am besten holt sich schon mal irgendjemand Stift und Zettel. Shit. That didn't sound good. I sped up and quickly crested the hill in front of me. There they were.
Bereit.
Oh, 9. Stop! I went down the hill as fast as I could, half running, half sliding. With the suits on, I couldn't tell who was who, but I had to stop them. I clambered to my feet, slightly winded from our ordeal. The suited figure I had slammed against lay on the ground next to the other one. I moved over to peer through the visor? Ich vergesse immer, wie man das ausspricht. Dio. His eyes were closed, almost like he was just sleeping. My tackle must have knocked him out.
Thanks. That was a close close one.
No sweat. What's this transmitter you were talking about?
You heard, huh? Well, it's
Yeah.
right over there. See that briefcase-looking thing? He was trying to use that to get in touch with somebody.
Where the hell did he get it?
Probably had it hidden somewhere.
Wait, hidden? Are you saying Dio has been here before?
Yeah, probably. My guess is he came here, hid the transmitter, and then snuck into the building.
Snuck in? I wasn't quite sure what to make of that, so I decided to take a closer look at the transmitter. There was a screen on the upper part, with a bunch of numbers that looked, well, like nothing. What the heck is this?
Soll ich das jetzt
Zero?
aufschreiben?
Ich glaube das nicht.
Das nicht.
081536190. Is that some kind of phone number?
No, it's too long for that. It's 25 digits.
What is it then?
Don't know. I assume it's some kind of code, but I don't see a key to decode it with.
I heard an odd crackling noise in my helmet. Took me a moment to realize it was a voice. Dio's voice. What's so funny?
Oh, sorry. You guys just had it so fucking backwards I couldn't help myself. You can't find the key to decode it? Well, no shit. The key's right in front of your face.
What?
That's the key. The message is somewhere else. You need those 25 numbers to decode it.
None of what he was saying made any sense to me. Dio, what's going on here? Who were you trying to call with this thing?
What, you don't know? At least one of you is appropriately ignorant. Fine, whatever. Might as well tell you. I don't really have any reason to hide my identity now that my mission's a success. Besides, she'll probably tell you if I don't. Might as well hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Dio shifted to put his hands behind his head, but didn't bother to get up. I belong to an organization called the Myrmidons. You have probably never heard of it, but there might be a few people out there who have heard of Free the Soul. If you haven't, well, it's a sacred religious order with over 1 million true believers. The Myrmidons are the hand of Free the Soul. We do what needs to be done to bring us closer to the new world Free the Soul promises. There are some people who might call us terrorists. Then again, from their point of view, I suppose we might be. We're trying to tear down the corrupt world they've built after all. But when the sun dawns for the first time on our new world, we'll be hailed as saints, holy messengers who cleanse the filth from a dying planet. Well, only a handful of people really become saints. Not even all of the Myrmidons will be guaranteed sainthood. First you have to be raised with the teachings of Free the Soul from birth. Then you have to be chosen to join the ranks of the elite and achieve great things. Returning from this mission would secure my position. Free the Soul is built around the teachings of a man named Brother, who founded our order many years ago. His teachings are too profound for ordinary people to understand, but you could say that the core ideas of his doctrine are to separate oneself from worldliness, to destroy greed, and to divorce the soul from the body, to cleanse it. Those who follow his teaching with discipline and devotion will be reborn as a new form of human. Only this new species will be able to live in equality in a world without war or starvation. Brother was born into a poor family. I've been told he didn't know his father and that he lost his mother at a young age. The only family he had was his younger brother, a boy named Left. They say Brother had a special power and that he was able to touch the thoughts of other people and see into them. It left him constantly exposed to the filthy greed of mankind. When Brother was 16, Left was found dead. His body was covered in bruises, but the police only made a cursory investigation and quickly ruled his death a suicide. Covered in bruises, suicide? Hat er sich zu Tode geprügelt oder was? So wirklich nicht sehr realistisch. Later Brother would find out that the killer had paid the police a massive bribe to keep the truth hidden. He burned with rage, but also found himself immersed in cold despair. Eventually he received a divine revelation. Mankind was thoroughly corrupted by greed. They had to be purified and a new world created. God had given Brother his mission. That was when he began to teach others the truth, and at the age of 26 he started Free the Soul. Once Free the Soul was established, he devoted his resources to research on human cloning so that he could create the new species he'd foretold. He he invited to assist him a team of scientists from a research facility in the United States, and a year later the first 10 new humans were born. Those 10 were the first generation of myrmidons. Incidentally, I'm from the 4th generation. Our DNA comes from Left, brother's younger brother. That means that we all share a face, and we are all given the same name, Left. Some people think that's weird, but individuality seems much weirder to me. If everyone looks the same, there's no such thing as race or even individuality. With cloning, you don't even need different genders. How could you get more equal than that? Still, there's a little random deviation, and other factors can influence a clone's development. I was the best of my generation, so I was chosen to lead the Myrmidons. I was probably sent here because brother noticed the caliber of my skills. My mission was to infiltrate this facility. When I was given my orders, I thought this was going to be my chance. In all my life, I've only ever once been punished for breaking our laws. It had to do with women. I had come in contact with someone unclean, and I was considered corrupted. By bestie means biggest asshole. Even if I was punished harshly and purified my soul, my dishonor remained. I wanted to prove my loyalty to brother, so I was determined to be successful on this mission, no matter what. My entire purpose is to be part of the foundation of brother's new world. Now that I have fulfilled that purpose, for the first time in my life I understand what true happiness is.
Oh, Holy Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master, my sacred mission is at last complete. With these 2 hands, mankind is saved. I am your will made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
His voice had taken on an almost reverent tone, and as he finished speaking, he made some sort of odd sign over his chest. Fi shoved his hands away.
I don't care about your goddamn mission. You did this to us. Now we're going to...
She grabbed the rock he had held over her only minutes ago and lifted it over her head. Fi? What are you...
Shut up! You still haven't answered my question. I'm going to ask you one more time. What is the password for the number 0 bomb?
Bomb?
God damn it! Didn't I tell you to shut up?
Jesus.
Now, tell me, what's the password?
She swung the rock down toward Dio's head.
Wait! Okay, fine. It's not gonna do you any good, though. I completed my mission. What are you gonna do with the password at this point?
Not your problem. Just
Not
give
your
it to
problem.
me. Otherwise...
Fine. No skin off my back. The password for the 0 bomb is LXA QNS GDQ.
Oh, game's done quick. Okay.
Alex, QNS, GDQ.
Fi tossed the rock off the side.
You heard that, right, Sigma? The password.
This is my squad.
I'm going to try my best to remember it, but I won't know if I manage to until after I make the jump. There's a chance I won't remember anything, so you need to memorize it. Just in case. Got it?
I had absolutely no idea what she was talking about, but I was beginning to understand that it was probably pretty important. With that in mind, I repeated the strange series of letters over and over in my head, doing my best to memorize them. LXA, QNS, GDQ. LXA, QNS, GDQ.
Okay. We're done with you. Let's go.
Go where?
Not sure, but I think he does. Get up.
Fi grabbed Dio's arm and hauled him to his feet. He jerked his arm away petulantly and began to walk. Is there a city near here?
Yeah, well, not really a city, I guess. More like a shelter. Some people who survived the disaster live there.
Disaster? What disaster?
Just shut up and follow me. You can see for yourself.
I looked up. It must have been a clear night, because there were more stars than I'd ever seen before. I thought I could even see the band of the Milky Way. And in the middle of that field of stars shone the full moon, a giant red orb looming in the center of the sky. Had it always been so big? Unser erstes Ende.
Yeah.
Endlich mal ein Ende hier, ne? Also, was heißt Ende? Das ist kein Ende im Sinne von, jetzt wissen wir alles.
Ja, das ist am Ende auch. Ne? Ja, mehr Fragen als Antworten, ganz genau.
Aber diese Spannung, die man hat, wenn man dann aus der Nummer 9 Tür rausgeht und all das, die hat das wahre Ende dann auch ohne Ende.
Ja, vor allem, wenn man das nicht glauben kann. Gerade durch das erste Spiel waren diese Nummer 9 Türen ja so ein Heiligtum. Und dass man hier jetzt schon, relativ früh durchgehen kann, da denkt man doch, das kann irgendwie nicht sein, da muss doch noch irgendwas und so.
Und dann geht man
doch
tatsächlich irgendwann mal da durch.
Ja, schönes Spiel.
Das war's. Nächste Woche spielen wir was anderes. Spätestens jetzt ist es verrückter als der erste Teil. Oh, you haven't seen shit.
Ich fand, bisher geht's eigentlich noch.
Ja.
Es werden mal ein paar Andeutungen gemacht.
Du weißt ja schon, was noch kommt.
Ja.
Das ist jetzt noch gerade die Stufe irgendwo weiter unten.
Ja.
Shinji Hosoe hat die Musik gemacht. Der hat übrigens auch habe ich glaube ich mal erzählt, in Xenosaga 2 und 3 hat er einiges an Musik gemacht, neben Yuki Kajiura. Also die einiges an Dungeon-Musik.
Ja, immerhin hatten die Spiele Musik. Ne? Im Gegensatz zum ersten Teil.
Vor allem, der hatte ja gute Musik, die wurde so total selten eingesetzt. Anyway.
Ja.
Was ich mich jetzt gerade als einziges frage, ist, ob es jetzt ein guter Zeitpunkt ist, weil es gleich 10 ist, hier zu beenden.
Ich würde
das Ende haben.
Mit dem Ende. Ich glaube, das bringt sonst nichts.
Weil, denke ich nämlich auch. Ich meine, ich würde eigentlich gerne jetzt öfters bis 10:30 machen, aber andererseits jetzt...
Das ist, glaube ich, ein guter Zeitpunkt.
Weil wenn man jetzt nochmal wieder komplett umdenken muss und in das nächste reinspringt und dann ist aber auch schon wieder vorbei, ist halt auch doof. Außerdem machen wir ja in 3 Tagen schon weiter. Ups.
Genau.
Das einzig Schade daran ist, nachdem wir in 3 Tagen weitermachen, ist dann halt eine etwas längere Pause.
Ja, da kriegt ihr dann Hausaufgaben auch und dann wird das kontrolliert.
Ach, an deinem Geburtstag auch noch. Ja. Das ist ja schön. Also ist zumindest, mein Plan war jetzt am Mittwoch
ist doch gut.
Weiterzumachen.
Kann ich ja eigentlich gleich hier bleiben.
Und am Samstag war ich halt weg, wie gesagt. Und bin dann halt auch eine ganze Woche fort. Und hoffe, dass ich an dem Sonntag danach rechtzeitig wieder zu Hause bin. Dann hängt dann vom Verkehr ab. Wir fahren am Sonntag dann zurück, mal schauen. Dio-Ende.
Sonntag geht ja aber meistens.
Tada, eines von... Tja, kommen noch ein paar, ne? 9. Natürlich sind es 9 Endings. Tja, da hätten wir das Dio-Ende. Das heißt als nächstes, was ich nämlich auch gerade meinte mit, weswegen es tatsächlich, was du auch meintest, sinnvoll ist, jetzt hier Schluss zu machen. Das nächste Mal müssen wir dann ganz an den Anfang zurückgehen.
Ja, erstmal kriegen wir noch den kleinen Teil, wo wir
das meinst du?
Machen. Ja.
Achso, ja, das können wir auch noch machen.
Das können wir noch machen.
Können wir auch eigentlich jetzt noch
Das können wir, glaube ich, noch gerade machen.
Ja, das ist nämlich ganz schnell.
Ja.
Das ist ein Game Over. Da spoilere ich jetzt, glaube ich, niemand mit. Are we really going to choose? Ich glaube, dass es ein Game Over ist. Ja. Ich weiß es gerade selber nicht, aber ich kann es mir eigentlich nicht anders vorstellen. Wahrscheinlich, wir stehen uns beide dumm rum und Dio und Fei sagen, ja, Pech gehabt, ne?
Aber bring Clover uns.
The door ground open and I stepped out. All around me are the AB rooms were disgorging. Stimmt.
Wait, Dio!
Nicht. Fei's voice echoed hollowly across the room. I followed her eyes to the number 9 door. And to Dio. Das ist aber dasselbe.
Das ist dasselbe, kannst du nicht skippen?
Nee, komischerweise nicht. Dio, so he's going for it. I broke into a run, hoping foolishly that I might be able to catch him. Das ist jetzt, glaube ich, anders, weil wir jetzt nicht mitgehen.
No, He's going to try and open it.
So it has come to this then.
What's going on? He hasn't even seen the results yet.
It took only seconds for Tenryuji and Kei to explain the math to her.
No!
Points have been asleep.
The announcer's voice hadn't even faded when Dio reached the door. With a grunt, he swung the lever down. Und wir zeigen nicht mal die Ergebnisse. Wow.
Yes, it's opening.
Wait!
There's no point in trying to stop him now. The door has already opened.
But...
Stimmt, in dem Sinne wäre es sogar besser, ihn gehen zu lassen, weil dann wenigstens noch eine klitzekleine Hoffnung besteht, dass er, oder zumindest Pfeilhilfe holt. Dio leapt through the door without so much as a backward glance. Phi paused in front of it, then turned to look at me.
What happened?
I chose ally. I made a promise. Clover trusted me.
Sigma. I see.
Gesichtsausdruck.
Makes sense. I guess that's how this ends then. You had to make a choice that was right for you. And now, I have to make the choice that's right for me. Goodbye, Sigma.
Phi turned, her eyes sad, and followed Dio through the door.
Ja, jetzt stecken wir zwar hier fest, aber immerhin mal Clover. Das
Ja,
wird doch
toll.
Christian zum Beispiel freuen.
Er ist gar nicht mehr aufgetaucht, ich schätze, er hat dann doch länger gebraucht.
The number 9. This thank you. As the gate escape,
Ja, das Übliche.
please enjoy
Alle Türen sind jetzt
your
offen, außer
stay.
der hier. Das ist immer so die entweder Game
that's
Over
it.
oder
There's
sonst
nothing we
irgendwie
can do
Ende
now.
Musik.
We can only hold out hope that help will arrive.
Sigma, thank you for choosing ally.
So, what's my reward? Yeah, well, a promise is a promise, right? Huh.
What about Luna, Alice, and the old woman? Who killed them?
Maybe one of the people who just escaped.
Or maybe one of us.
Well, there's one other person.
Oh yeah.
God. Quark, you're right. I still have to find Quark.
Suddenly full of energy, Tenryuji leapt up and took her for one of the warehouse's exits. That left only myself, Clover, and Kay. We stared at the number 9 door in silence. It would never open again. What else could we do but stare? Plenty of time to find out. Ja, genau.
Ja.
Das ging schnell, ne? Gleich nochmal speichern. Aber sehr schön, dann haben wir wenigstens den
Ja,
Flowchart
haben wir
halt
schön den
auch
Trader
gefüllt.
gemacht, ja.
Das heißt, da haben wir einen Log und als nächstes gehen wir also ganz zurück zum Anfang.
Ah, das passt doch super.
Wo man gerade aus dem Fahrstuhl rausgekommen ist und dann in die Chromatic Doors geht. Ja, jetzt kommst du, Christian. Super, ist gerade vorbei. Aber, das wieder. Gut, ja, ich meine, die Aufnahme kann ich jetzt schon mal stoppen.
Ja, tschüss YouTube.
Also, tschüss YouTube.